Welcome to Harvesting Heights. I'm Janice. Let me show you what I grow 100 feet up in the city on my balcony garden. Come on. First, we're going to start with my shade loving crops, my lettuce, and also my broccoli. Broccoli does need a lot of light, but it can also tolerate some shade. I do get about 5 hours worth of sun over on this bed. So that shade loving part, they get their sunlight, and then also my broccoli gets enough. Though it needs at least 6 to 8 hours, that is all I have for them. Here's a close up of my purple broccoli. I also have butter crunch lettuce, green and red romaine, and I have two chamomile plants in there, and I also have two herbs. Both of them are oregano. Here are my peas. I did plant these a little late in the season. I do plan on pulling these up because no flowers have flower, and as you can see, they're still vining, and they're not giving me no flowers and no peas in sight. So we're probably gonna have to pull these up. I did make a makeshift teepee for them, like a trellis teepee type, because they are vining. I use 5 bamboo sticks for the longer bed, and then I only use like 3 or 4 in the second one. But the one on top, I used to stick them together so they wouldn't lean. Now here's my peppers and my tomatoes. I didn't label any of my peppers or tomatoes, but these are my sun loving crops. I put it towards the end where it gets the most sun. Now these are my twin girls, my grapevines. I did purchase them last year, last May. So we've been together for a year. Um, I did buy them and they did have grapes on them already. They were kind of bitter because they were still on the vine for so long, but these new grapes are going to be so juicy and I cannot wait to taste them. But I'm using my railing as a trellis for these. This is their home. Like, I do not plan on moving them anywhere else on the balcony anytime soon. I do like moving things around, but I do not plan on moving them. This is their home, so I'm trying to trellis them. The grapes that are already on there, I read that once it sets fruit, like they don't grow like new bunches of fruit. So, meaning though this is the only set of fruit I'm gonna have, I'm keeping the tendrils, any suckers. I'm trimming some of them. Obviously, I'm gonna keep the leaves. So I'm trimming some of them so the plant can put more energy into making bigger fruit. Now, this is the staple piece in my garden, Georgia the peach tree. Georgia is a Reliance peach tree. She's the dwarf variety. I did make sure before spring came that I trimmed the top so she's not too tall. I do have a couple fruit on there that I really have to take off the branch, but I have not come to terms with the fact that I got to take my girls' babies off. Because, I want to be a grandma of many, especially for a peach tree. I want to have endless peaches, but we're going to get to that. We're going to take it off because if we leave it on, when they come to full ripeness, that branch is going to snap. And I tried to make some DIY trellis to keep the branch in order, but it's not going to work. But let me show you the setup. So I have garden twine hooked up from the trunk of the tree to the railing because when the wind blows, the wind blows. But as you can see, those fruits are going to get bigger in that one as well. They're not thick enough to hold on to them fruit. That one I have in my hand got like 3 on there. It cannot hold that. So I have to take that off. I got to take it off, but I haven't brought myself to do it. But look at all of these peaches. Mid to late June, late early July, these peaches should be ripe. But look how big they're getting. Like, I'm really a mama. I am a mama. Now over here, I do have to move things around on this balcony garden. You have to do whatever you need to do. So I'm going to water my strawberries. This is my makeshift strawberry patch. I do plan on getting more strawberries soon so I can have a bigger harvest because I do like strawberries. And this is my herb table. I want to use more vertical space this season, so I'm going to buy some hang baskets to hang over the railing so they can get more sun because I'm currently keeping them in partial sunlight. I have oregano on this table. I have eucalyptus, lavender, peppermint, spearmint, and also mojito mint. I bought herbs that I knew I would use on a regular basis. I use my herbs now for cooking. I use it for bug repellents, and I also use it as air fresheners. So I make sure to harvest often to keep them bushy. I did end up buying a tray for these to sit in because I hate when the water falls onto the balcony because it slides off and it goes down to my neighbor. I hate that and I try to be respectful as possible. So I ended up buying a tray. I didn't show it in this video, but I also have other peppers and tomato starts down there. I keep them just in case something just needs to be switched out or something gets disease on it or it dies. I have extra plants, and if not, I got extra peppers, which is even better. Here are my blue babies. This is my blueberry bush. I have two of them. One is peach sorbet, and the other one is berry bucks. They are loaded with fruit. I've never had fresh blueberries off the bush, so this year I'm super excited. And that's a wrap in the Sky Garden. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on what's growing in the Heights.